This is Stamford Bridge, West London, and you are very welcome at what is by common consent the signature game of this Premier League weekend, the next episode in the continuing drama that is Chelsea versus Manchester United. Two of our champion clubs who must be Champions League, and Graham, these of course therefore are the pivotal games. Big cry for a penalty, Broja went over, penalty given. McTominay puzzled, Bruno Fernandes at the referee. The penalty has been checked, will be given. The offender is McTominay. And Erik ten Hag is on edge. Bruno Fernandes has advice for David De Gea. Jorginho, we know, renowned for his hop, his skip and his jump. He has a variation. He has ice in his veins. A football match which could come down to one kick of the ball. Here is that kick. Jorginho, Chelsea! A blow of blue! In a match that matters so much. One ice-cool moment. You just rely on him. You know, living the moment with calm. Closing in now on 8 games unbeaten at the start of his tenure. These are dreamy early days in the job for Graham Potter. But the great teams find a way. Shaw's delivery. One each! Is it? Is it? They're insisting it is! And so it is! Casemiro engulfed! Millimetres in a match of margins! He was made to wait! A wait worth so very, very much! Casemiro's first goal for Manchester United. Massively valuable. Dramatically late. A match of moments. Late, dramatic moments. Chelsea momentarily had it. Jorginho from the spot, 87 minutes after McTominay had fouled Broja. But amid that blur of blue, the Reds found resolve. And 4 minutes into stoppage time, Casemiro got big at the backstick. Kepa couldn't get quite big enough. And it created for us a terrifically melodramatic climax. At the end of it, for the 5th consecutive meeting between these two great clubs, they have to share the spoils. It all happened in the closing stages, and it finished Chelsea 1, United 1. Good day to you from Old Trafford. We welcome you to the self-styled Theatre of Dreams for the always glamorous Premier League collision of Manchester United and Tottenham Hotspur. One of the great historic North-South battles of our game. United Spurs forever a hot ticket event, and Old Trafford embraces it. Here's Bruno Fernandes, and there's Antony, and here is Jadon Sancho, and that is Fred! He scored! United penetrates at the Stretford end! Rolled up for Bruno Fernandes, it's come down for Fred. Bruno Fernandes, Jim! An absolute sparkler for Bruno Fernandes! And Manchester United are most of the way there. And the whistle goes. And that is how good Manchester United might be. How good Ten Hag's side can be. That for them must be a blueprint. That for them must be a bar set. Fred with the opening goal early in the second half via a very kind, for Spurs a cruel deflection. Bruno Fernandes with a truly beautiful goal 21 minutes out from the end, and Manchester United in truth worthy of that, not least for the pressure they exerted before half-time when Hugo Lloris, as indeed he did in the second period, had to come up with a string of really very, very good saves. Ten Hag with every reason for satisfaction. Tottenham Hotspur beaten for only the second time this season. And that huddle is a huddle of contentedness. Why would it not be? Ahmed, if Manchester United can find this form repeatedly, then they will surely quickly become relevant at the very serious end of the Premier League. 2-0 winners tonight. Welcome one and all at Old Trafford this mild autumnal Sunday. The delicious, evocative flavour, the sweet, nostalgic hint of how it once was. Manchester United and Arsenal in a moment when, as of old, they are both expecting to win. In all its ancient grandeur, Old Trafford effervescent and zealous for one of the special games. Away from Gabriel, here's Sancho. Rolled up for Marcus Rashford. One more here for Antony! Instant star of the Stretford end! Take a bow, new boy! You are a red on day one! That's my boy, Erik ten Hag. Weight off young shoulders. One of them from the off. That is a good football match, a really good game. Manchester United lead it courtesy of a headline goal from their headline signing. Antony, 10 minutes out from the break. So Old Trafford has a new pin-up boy. His name is Antony. He has established the lead over Mikel Arteta's Arsenal, who, remember, to this point are perfect this season. Manchester United unbeaten in 119 Premier League games when they've led at half-time. But half an hour's business to do first, and Jesus is through, and Saka scores! And Arsenal have parity! They've been banging at the door, and now they prise it open. And the Gunners in that corner are bouncing up and down. Bruno Fernandes, beautiful ball. Marcus Rashford's onto it, and Rashford scores! Old Trafford triumphant again. Marcus Rashford is himself again. That is the player we remember. And that is how it feels in the Stretford end, and that is how it feels to be Marcus Rashford again. An apparently renascent talent. Christian Eriksen homing in on goal and finding Rashford! Face to face with a buoyant Stretford end. This could be the downing of the Gunners at last. Perhaps a relaunch of United. Manchester United motoring, going places, seemingly ready to be big-time players again. A part of it, in the right part of the table. Mikel Arteta faces up to defeat for the first time this season. All good things must come to an end. Arsenal's run has been very good, but it is terminated. And whilst they still look down from the top of the Premier League table, they look at a Manchester United team which is wreathed in smiles, from the new boy to the established. It was Antony, $1 million worth, who set them on their way, and Rashford, after Saka had equalised, who took them home. Winners here by 3-1. Back by Martinez. Eriksen's return pass. Malacia. And Sancho has sat one down and score! And Old Trafford explodes! Now that is the sound of the theatre of dreams, when they are dreaming. Jadon Sancho with his first goal since a meaningless consolation in the Manchester derby in March. This one is as far from meaningless as is conceivable, and for the first time as the Manchester United manager, Erik ten Hag relishes a lead. By Varane, and it broke from Martial, and Rashford's ahead of him if he can let him go, and Marcus Rashford is on his way and clogs it in front of a buoyant Stretford end. Manchester United are living again. The secondary celebration, the confirmatory celebration, the goal stands. Dalot out, Elliott back in, Carvalho turning, De Gea smothering, Salah following up. Liverpool have an interest. 10 minutes to play. Back on edge. Feel the mood change. Wait for the noise. It's coming. Eric, it is coming. The time has passed. 95 plus. One of the nights of his life. At last, at long last, Manchester United's night. How they have thirsted for this. How long they have thirsted for this. The bitterest of enemies are beaten by them, and Old Trafford feels as Old Trafford should feel. Jadon Sancho, splendid first half goal. Marcus Rashford, splendid strike in the second. A reminder of how he is at his sprightliest and hungriest. Mo Salah gave Liverpool late interest, but Liverpool weren't quite themselves, and they are 3 games at the start of a season without a win. Klopp musters a smile, but it is a weak smile. Erik ten Hag has his teeth into the job. Manchester United have their teeth into the season. And 9 days on from Brentford, they were unrecognisable. This indeed, Rebecca, might be considered by United folk a transformational night. The night it all changed, the night they came to life. Manchester United 2, Liverpool 1.